On September 3, 1967, something extraordinary happened in Sweden, an event so daring and unprecedented it captured the world's attention. What if I told you that on a single day, the entire country changed the side of the road they drove on? Yes, you heard that right. It was called Dagen H, or H-Day, when Sweden officially switched from driving on the left side of the road to the right. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But this was a monumental undertaking that involved years of preparation, national debates, and a touch of chaos on the morning it all went live. If you're curious about how a country manages such a massive transition without descending into complete madness, stay with me till the end of this video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more fascinating stories about history's boldest moments. Let's dive into this fascinating story. For decades, Sweden had driven on the left side of the road, much like the UK. But by the 1960s, the government realized this was becoming a major problem. Sweden was surrounded by countries that drove on the right, like Norway and Finland, which made cross-border travel confusing and dangerous. What's more, most cars in Sweden were already built for right-hand driving because they were imported from neighboring countries. Imagine driving a car designed for the opposite side. Overtaking was incredibly risky. So, the government made a bold decision. It was time to align with their neighbors and switch to driving on the right. But how do you prepare an entire country for such a change? The planning began years in advance. Signs had to be replaced, traffic lights had to be repositioned, intersections redesigned, and millions of people had to be educated. Every single road in Sweden needed a makeover. To spread awareness, the government launched a massive public relations campaign with slogans, posters, and even contests. They printed pamphlets, aired TV and radio programs, and even distributed gloves to remind drivers which hand should now be closer to the curb. Then came the big day. September 3, 1967. The night before, all non-essential traffic was banned. At 4:50 a.m., every vehicle on the road was ordered to stop, move to the opposite side, and wait until 5 a.m. when driving resumed. Imagine the sight, cars and buses slowly inching over to the other side of the road under the supervision of police and volunteers. For the first few hours, traffic was eerily calm. People drove cautiously, almost as if afraid to make a mistake. It was like the entire country was holding its breath. Remarkably, there were very few accidents on the first morning. In fact, the number of accidents dropped significantly in the months following the switch. Why? Because people were hyper-aware of the change and drove more carefully than usual. Over time, Swedes adjusted, and life returned to normal. But the images from that morning, streets lined with cars shifting sides in perfect unison, remain iconic to this day. Now, here's where I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think such a transition would be possible in today's world with our reliance on high-speed highways and GPS systems? Or do you think this was a unique feat of the past? Drop your comments below, and let's discuss. And if you enjoyed learning about this incredible moment in history, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button.